Why do you want to work for our airline? Though your main motivation for applying for the job might be the financial reward it offers, make sure you leave that part out when responding to this question. Instead, talk about the opportunities for growth that working with the airline might offer you. You could also mention something you heard in the news. How long do you expect to work for us if you hired? This is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate your loyalty to an employer. Make a point to talk about your willingness to grow, learn, and improve yourself. And remember to never admit to only applying for this job to acquire enough experience to move on to a bigger airline. What are your strengths? Some of the personality traits that airlines actively look for in air hostess include being an excellent communicator, eager to help others, a fast learner, requiring little supervision, and outgoing. Teamwork skills, attention to detail, and critical thinking are also important. The trick here is to select the qualities that best describe you in order to provide an effective and personalized response. What do you know about our airline? Your potential employers want to know if you did your homework about the airline you're applying to. So make sure you do enough research into the airline and familiarize yourself with details such as when it began operations, the number of aircraft it owns, its routes, and what their plans for future are. Remember to emphasize all positive things you have learned about them either through the About page on their website, news and magazine articles, or sites like Glassdoor. Ultimately, you want to show off your knowledge of the airline. How did you deal with a colleague who was not doing their fair share of the work? Don't use this question to disparage your former or current colleagues or vent your frustrations. Instead, explain the way your colleague was not doing their job and how you stepped in and what the positive results of your intervention were. Recall a time when you had to deal with a difficult passenger. How did you resolve the issue? Don't make the mistake of blaming the customer when you're answering this question. Instead, mention how you were empathetic and non-judgmental towards them, and how you showed a sincere desire to help them. Explain what the root cause of their problem was, and how you finally resolved it. What are your hobbies? This question is usually asked to assess your general people skills. Therefore, be sure to focus on hobbies that you enjoy doing with others. For example, sports will highlight your cooperative and leadership abilities, while hobbies like hosting friends for dinner will demonstrate your hospitality skills. How will you handle being away from family and friends? Be as honest as possible when answering this question. Admit that it will be difficult, but that you are willing to adjust to the demands of the job. You could also mention that it will be a great opportunity to experience new cultures and learn new things. Are you seeking openings in other airlines? If you are, be truthful about it. It will show your potential employers that you are serious about finding a job as an air hostess. However, mention your preference for the airline you are being interviewed for. For instance, you could say something along the lines of, "Though I have applied elsewhere, I believe your airline will offer the best opportunity for career growth." What are the two of the most important skills of an air hostess? Air hostess needs to be exceptionally customer oriented, as they are in constant contact with passengers through sometimes very long flights. Another skill that an air hostess must possess is patience, as one often has to go through situations which test one's patience. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of working as an air hostess? Getting to see the world and meeting new people every day is a wonderful experience. It is difficult staying away from home for so long at a time though. Why do you want to work as a hostess? I have worked in a similar capacity for 4 years. I enjoy meeting new people every day. Nothing makes my day contented than knowing that the patrons are happy because of my direct and indirect service. Did you read the job description posted for this position in detail before coming to this interview? Are you clear on the tasks that we expect you to perform? Yes, I read your job description carefully and am eager to perform the required task efficiently. How do you handle a particularly irritating customer? My training and experience has taught me never to be rude to a customer even if they are being offensive. The trick is to stay calm, maintain composure, and never interrupt the customer during a rant. When they set their concerns, I analyze the situation and take appropriate action. How do you take criticism? Very well. I understand that this position is sensitive and any criticism directed my way will be constructive and will enable me to provide better services. What is the most recent skill you have learned that would assist you in your hostess position? Patience. You cannot be a successful hostess if you are not calm. Not only this, I understand the need to look interested and nonchalant or relaxed as and when needed. Are you familiar with operating points of sales terminals and points of sales systems and its manual procedures? Yes, I am. I have hands-on experience in using points of sales terminals and points of sales systems. Describe yourself in 3 words: polite, efficient, and passionate. What do you do in your leisure time or in a specific hobby? I love cooking meals at home and try new recipes whenever I get free time. In your opinion, what are the most important aspects of a hostess duty that will create value for our restaurant and the customers? Quality of communication, diner needs anticipation, and professional demeanor.